Hello everybody, and welcome to this reading session on behalf of Independent Arts. The first poem I'm going to read to you is an amusing poem by Pam Ayres from her latest book, Up in the Attic. It's called The Dinner Party, and I hope you'll enjoy it. The Dinner Party. It seemed like such a good idea, a flash of inspiration. To hold a dinner party, yes, out went the invitations. A proper dinner party too, traditional and smart, with all my oldest, dearest friends, the darlings of my heart. We'd clear the dining table of each dog-eared magazine. We'd dust around the skirting boards. The place would be pristine. We'd pick up all the clutter, drive the hoover round the floor, and see again our carpet after 18 months or more. I'd plan a lovely menu, 7 courses at the least, an absolute abundance, an ambrosia, a feast. With table linen matching and the candles burning bright. What a celebration, what a banquet, what a night. Yeah, well, that was then, and this is now, and one thing's very clear. I can't imagine why I thought this was a good idea. Today's the day, tonight's the night. They'll be here in an hour. I'm absolutely shattered, and I haven't had a shower. I haven't chilled the wine or put the nibbles in a bowl. I found my silver cutlery, it's all as black as coal. I haven't found the candles, we are making do with these. One's a stump and one is bent at 45 degrees. I haven't folded napkins in sophisticated shapes or beautified a plate of cheese with celery and grapes. I haven't spent the morning on a floral centrepiece, and I'm skidding round the kitchen floor on half an inch of grease. My husband's disappeared. I don't know where he's hiding now. He hasn't helped at all. We'd had a monumental row. I don't know where the day is gone, and I am filled with dread. Forget the conversation. I just want to go to bed. The guests I thought were witty. Their attractiveness has palled. The men, once so enticing, now they're boring. And they're bald. The women all are shadows of their former vibrant selves. They're all in sizes 24. They used to be in 12s. I stupidly asked George. I used to think him quite a card, not meaning to be spiteful. Now he's just a tub of lard. He'll bring his lovely wife. She'll tell you all about her back. One's morbidly obese, and one's a hypochondriac. I haven't found the coffee cups. We'll have to have the mugs. The crumbles looking soggy, and the kale was full of slugs. The meat is a disaster, undercooked and full of blood. The dogs pooed on the carpet, and I haven't done the spuds. I thought I'd like to do this, but I don't know where to start. I thought I'd like to see them, but I've had a change of heart. They're old, recycled stories and voracious appetites. Forget the darlings of my hearts. They're all a bunch of shites. I meant to be the glam hostess, but kiss goodbye to that. I haven't changed my frock. I smell attractively of fat. I've done my best, it's all gone west. I've ruined all the grub. Too late, here come the bastards now. Let's all go down the pub. Another Pam Ayres poem, Round and Round the Car Park. How many times have we done this? Round and round the car park, verging on despair. Round and round the car park, tearing out my hair. Up and down, round and round, anguish on the face, round and round the car park, trying to find a place. I'm ever so late, I'm ever so late, the whole day's gone to pot. I'm whimpering round the car park, trying to find a spot. Why didn't I get here earlier? I'm thinking more and more. To park your car successfully, start the night before. I see a shopping couple. They are laden down and hot. Excuse me, are you leaving now? No, we're bloody not. A builder in a transit van. He might be moving soon. No, he's got a burger. He'll be there all afternoon. There's 4 behind and 4 before, and 4 more join the chain. Round we go and down we go, and up we go again. A man we see, he dangles a key. We're off in hot pursuit. Our hopes are dashed. He's only stashed a parcel in the boot. And that's not fair. See that man there, reclining, having a nap? Look at him snore in his 4x4, down over his eyes a cap. It makes me blind with anger. I feel fury. I can't stop. I feel like driving into him. Seems a bit over the top. Now tempers flare. Don't you go there. I'm waiting for that space. A man bawls from the window with a snarl upon his face. It's feeling like a war zone. It is violent and sour. Up and down the tarmac for 3/4 of an hour. I'm going home. I'm going home. I know when I'm defeated. I've heard enough abuse stuff you wouldn't want repeated. I'm on my way. Goodbye. Good day. The situation's gory. Perhaps I'll try again when they have built a multi-story. How many of us have got a project like knitting or sewing or a tapestry that we've started and never finish? This poem is called Unfinished by Pam Ayres, and it's just about that. Have you seen these little booties that I'm making for my son? I've finished one completely, and now I'm on the second one. I'm knitting them myself. They've not been made by a machine. Only now my son is 30 and his feet are size 14. Have you seen this lovely tapestry I'm working on of late? I'm going to make a screen to hide the black and empty grate. The pictures of a village green, a duck pond and a spire. Only lately we've downsized. Our new house hasn't got a fire. And what about this lovely dress I'm making for myself? I find it very difficult to buy them off the shelf. The fabric is luxurious, a banquet for the eyes. But it looks old-fashioned now, and anyway, I'm twice the size. But one day I shall finish them, and then I'll start some more. With pride and satisfaction, I'll show off the empty drawer. I'll finish my creations and display them with pizzazz. If it takes me 20 years, oh, it already has. I'm now going to read 3 poems from this nice book. It's called Earthbound, poems by D. Leroy. And I'm going to have some nice music to accompany it. The first poem is called September. Each year, the tilt toward fall surprises. Earth's night turning from its Milky Way toward dimmer worlds. Sapphire sky, pale to dark, pooling over hills. Tinting aster and ironweed, the last morning glory whose indigo petals open around a star. A tree that looks green drops a yellow leaf, and afternoon's blue deepens around it. as if what is lost remains close to cushion descent. One by one, the days shorten. Blue flowers. You come upon a wildflower out of season, chicory, so common that in summer you might not notice one plant, as now you do walking along the road in cloudy autumn. At first you think it a dream, this asterisk of colour, petals delicately wrinkled around the eye. But you sink deep into this reservoir of summer sky, its singular shade of blue. You notice the stem's slight bend, the wilt of a leaf, and how the flower seems to grow larger as you look, though once you might have thought to uproot it or cut it for display. Now you want only that its short life be light. You wish it could know you are glad for the touch of a flower in your own out-of-season heart. Warmth of summer shared as you stand in the cold fall air. And the next poem I'm going to read is called Snowman. Snowman. Turned from the road toward a creek, running cold yet unfrozen, near trees beyond the house. I circled him, faced him, grinned at his quartz pebbles smile. Though he could not tip his hat, I knew he wanted to. "Watch your back," I said, though I saw he had no ears. The carrot nose twitched slightly, as if he chuckled at my wit. Only the eyes betrayed more sombre meditation, their marbled glass reflecting sky, trees, me. All like the creek in our flowing. There I thought I saw the snowman's heart. I recalled how in summer I contemplate the soil, all it produces, all it reclaims. "Water to water," I whispered, touching the snowman's face. Lifting my hand quickly as a drop began down his cheek. I'm now going to read 3 poems about nature, and each of these poems have been written by one of the Bronte sisters, Emily Bronte, Anne Bronte, and also Charlotte Bronte. They come from this nice book, She is Fierce, a collection of poems, brave, bold and beautiful poems by women. The first poem I'm going to read is by Emily Bronte, and it's called High Waving Heather. High waving heather, 'neath stormy blasts bending, midnight and moonlight and bright shining stars, darkness and glory rejoicingly blending, earth rising to heaven and heaven descending. Man's spirit away from its drear Dongian sending, bursting the fetters and breaking the bars. All down the mountain sides, wild forest lending, one mighty voice to the life-giving wind. Rivers their banks in the jubilee rending, fast through the valleys a reckless course wending, wider and deeper their waters extending, leaving a desolate desert behind. Shining and lowering and swelling and dying, changing forever from midnight to noon, roaring like thunder, like soft music sighing, shadows on shadows advancing and flying, lightning bright flashes, the deep gloom defying, coming as swiftly and fading as soon. This next poem is by Anne Bronte and it's called Lines Composed in a Wood on a Windy Day. My soul is awakened, my spirit is soaring, and carried aloft on the wings of the breeze, for above and around me the wild wind is roaring, arousing to rapture the earth and the seas. The long withered grass in the sunshine is glancing, the bare trees are tossing their branches on high. The dead leaves beneath them are merrily dancing. The white clouds are scudding across the blue sky. I wish I could see how the ocean is lashing the foam of its billows in whirlwinds of spray. I wish I could see how its proud waves are dashing, and hear the wild roar of their thunder today. And this last poem is by Charlotte Bronte, Speak of the North. Speak of the North, a lonely moor, silent and dark and trackless swells. The waves of some wild streamlet pour hurriedly through its ferny dells. Profoundly still the twilight air, lifeless the landscape, so we deem, till like a phantom gliding near, a stag bends down to drink the stream. And far away a mountain zone, a cold white waste of snowdrifts lies, and one star, large and soft and lone, silently lights the unclouded skies. Bye bye everybody, I hope you enjoyed the readings. Take care.